Earmuffs, thank you.
Yeah, I've got to film on Zoom, eh? Because he's so stinky.
Jace has been crop dusting us all morning. But he's going to fire up this engine.
Not his ass, eh?
Or he isn't.
We'll need it there.
Oh, I wonder what trigger... No, it's got a normal trigger wheel in it. What trigger wheel did we put in Steen's? Check the triggers. We might have got you with the triggers because you used a generic map, but I don't know what trigger wheel I put in it. Down there. Down.
Ah, fuck yeah. Fat fingers.
So Jace went through and he did a spark test, 1 UZFE, good. Then go tuning runtime values and see if it's generating an RPM. And you need to actually move along to triggers. Triggers, limits, that's it. Signal 1, signal 2. And you can see if it's got... Yep. Okay.
An RPM.
It's got RPM. You got a big air leak on the front too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, see, isn't bolted on properly.
No.
Now if it pops, it's really going to fire some flames out. Go boy. I've just engine started it though. Turns off. Let's just double check those leads, eh?
So, one.
Yes?
7.
No. This is meant to be 1.
Ah.
And this one is meant to be 7.
Oh, here we go.
That's the joy of having a new boy in the shop. He doesn't know his letters and his numbers.
Bullshit.
Now he's going to argue with us.
No, I'm not arguing.
Those two are good.
Yeah, because I did those two.
These two are bad.
Fuck. What are those two? What about this side?
These two are good. And that should be number 2. Yeah, he's got that side right.
Oh, thank God. 50%'s a pass. Fuck.
Not in our shop, it ain't.
No way.
100%'s a pass, only.
Yeah.
There should be a bracket for this. Where's the bracket?
It wasn't bolted to it, so I didn't bolt it to it.
Right. It's wire mounted, Jace.
Is that temporary?
good, man. That's lovely. Well done.
Oh, that works.
That's a goodie. That map's pretty reasonable for this job. So we started at the wrong end. Let's explain what's going on. The customer sent us a wiring loom like they normally do. And I've got a feeling they may have purchased an engine and wiring loom that's been in another vehicle and it was missing some bits. So Jason got in and he's built a new loom. This is what we were sent. So it came with a little note. Please assess the enclosed loom and provide options. Yeah, it was stuffed. I'm told it started life in a Sora. That is definitely a Sora plug there. The question would be whether this one here was part of the original loom or not. And it does look like it. And this plug is also a Sora plug. These, however, are surf plugs, surf body plugs. So someone's put some surf body plugs into it. Oh, I was told it started life in a Sora and it was put into a surf. And to be correct. There is a pair of homemade headers, a modified centre sump, I think, and some engine mounts already on the engine. Anyway, my intention is to put it in my 91 106, so that'd be an LN 106 normally. I will move the battery tray and an R series box will be used. Don't have that yet. The other option I may consider is adding AC, so if that can be left in the loom, which we do on our universal looms. There's always an AC wire, so that's nice and simple. Oh, and I also need options for an ECU, as I don't have one. It just gets better, doesn't it? It will only be normal use with light 4x4 driving, so I don't need anything flash. Regards, Mark. So as you can see in here, the overall condition of this is extremely poor. It's a standard loom that's been hacked. Other people have got into it. I'm never a fan. It always takes more time for us to go through a loom that someone else has had a go at. Every time. Especially when it looks like this. So what I suggested to him was that we just put a little link monsoon onto it. We built a new loom for it. Keeps it nice and simple and easy. And this is what Jason turned out. So finished an RNF 100 Raychem, Teflon wire. It will fit a Gen 1 or a Gen 2 engine, but this one is easier to fit a Gen 1. It plugs theirs for the fuel pressure sensor. We'll get Shay to look at that throttle body, to get rid of that sticky, whatever's going on in there. Across the back, starter loom, water temp sensor plug. That one goes to the gauge. This one they opted for the normal ignition system with the coils and leads. We only use the left hand cam sensor, crank sensor. That plug has got an extra wire in for the air conditioning if required. And he's opted for an oil pressure loom. Did I bring you an oil pressure loom? Yeah, I did,
Maybe this one here.
Pass the oil pressure loom over. There we go. So Jace, we've got these little looms already made up. Nice and simple, they plug in using the Bosch combo sensor. Thank you, Jace. We run a 65mm grommet. Oh, I should talk about the purge wire too.
Green one.
That one's for idle speed. The green one?
Green wire.
Oh, the green wire. Yes, it's a white plug, which is the same. Sometimes we have a blue plug, sometimes we have a black plug. A little 2-channel igniter gets plugged in. Down here, there's an idle speed control unit that comes with it. That one goes to the relays and fuses, powers it up. It's the ECU. That's to the dash. That was spares. There's a couple of... Oh, that's... What is that one?
Ignition.
Oh,
3 and 4.
Ignition, yep, okay, cool. So they can be to the dash. And that one's for the can, if you want to put a dash on it or anything like that. Real simple, real easy to work with.
But the blue wire is our taco.
Oh, you put the high level taco in there, so you've got a high and a low level taco.
They didn't put enough earth in it.
Cool. There is an earth right there because there's a body. Igniter. With a lot of our stuff, that's our standard set of relays and fuses. Nice and simple. It plugs into both our Haltech looms and our Link looms. See no more 550 Haltechs? No more 550s. No more 950s. They've simplified the range, so it's the 750. So you won't be making 550 looms, there'll be a 750 loom. Couple of sensors. This one we opted for a knock sensor. And we'll talk to them about a lead for the battery. That's just we keep them in stock again, like a universal battery lead. It's like 2 meters long, in heat proof and fireproof sleeving, with a rubber booty on it. And it runs. And there it is. Well done.
Looks a little bit different to that one.
It looks a lot different to that one, Jace.
I don't think I put enough wires on it.
Well, maybe those wires, maybe those piddly little wires aren't big enough.
Yeah.
That's the whole loom right there. That's a big difference. Well done.
Good box.
I'm going to need a smaller box than that one, aren't I? So we do a lot of these, trying to make it real simple and generic. And it's a good solution when people send me a loom that looks like that to make one of those. So this going in a box off to the customer, and he'll put it on, and we know that it runs and works when we've got the leads right. Hey Shay,
Yeah.
put those leads on.
Uh-huh.
How many times have you done that right so far?
Fucking
Yeah.
none. I'm failing. I'm failing.
No, you'll get it right.
I'm not
We'll let
gonna
you off. We're on. We're used to it, you see.
If it makes you feel better, Shane, I don't know. I also get them all right all the time. Half the time I just go.
Come from you, Jess, it does a little bit. It does, but.
So I hope that's been helpful. We'll talk to you again soon. Catch you later.